Hey everyone, wanted to run by y'all some of the things I've been working on with our roles, just so that we can all be on the same page with how how I view them and how I want you to see them, and provide some opportunity for us to go back and forth to make sure we're all on the same page, and so that we can all understand what each other's doing. And the better y'all understand where you fit in the big picture, the better you can know what's expected of you, and you can know, as things pan out, how we're going to be able to accomplish all of these tasks that we're each responsible for, and better know how to communicate with each other about what do we need to do to get help in these different things as we each have trouble or struggle fulfilling all the roles that I've asked y'all to be in charge of. So we'll start with, here's the big picture. So the black lines are the different managers. So maintenance manager, pine straw manager, shrub manager, office manager, turf manager, and they all fall under our general manager and our owner. The line under it obviously says who it is. Jay's our owner, Cobb is our general manager, Jay is our turf manager, Cobb is our office manager, Geo is our shrub manager. By the way, the next line is assistant managers, so Jay is also an assistant manager because he does this. Well, I take that back. So the manager under each of these is responsible for each of these tasks. The manager doesn't have to do the tasks. The manager can have somebody else help him fulfill the tasks he's responsible for. And so that's why, for example, right here, like, I manage the turf, but I get Jonathan to help me with mixing. Jonathan, I've completely given quality control over to Jonathan for checkups, for calibration, confirmation via gallonage. Jay, Jonathan, and Michael do that. Midday mixes, Jay, Jonathan, and I'm going to be working towards Michael being able to do that. I've completely given estimates to Jonathan. He does that. I don't do that. Jonathan does that. Scheduling, Jay and Jonathan do that. Yes, Cobb and Michael fill in to help as assistants when we need them. And one day, if Weed Warriors continues to grow, and it may not, we might hit a wall here with our economy, we might hit a wall with our payment system requiring prepayment and credit cards. I don't know, but just trying to think towards the future. Technically, when they help, it's just because me and Jonathan can't do it. And so ordering things for the turf division, I do that. Before the owner stuff, you don't really have to know. I'll just go through it quickly. Banking, HR, quality control for all of Weed Warriors, visionary, and marketing are all the things that I tend to. And general manager for Cobb, one of the roles of a general manager is to manage managers. And right now, Jay and Jacob both assign you as managers to do things. Quality control, management by walking around of managerial duties. Me and Jacob both do that. We walk around to make sure that the turf manager and the office manager and the shrub manager and the pine straw manager and the maintenance manager do what they're supposed to be doing. That's what a general manager does. Training managers, me and Jacob both train y'all to do these things. Jacob is himself also the office manager, but as general manager, me and him both manage managers. Jacob is the HR assistant. I'm the HR person, but Jacob certainly assists me, and that's what general managers do, is help the owner with HR issues. Overall morale, one-on-ones, employee issues, hiring interviews, demerit conversations. He's just there for me in general to help with my different things that come up, and he's also taken over the grounds for closing duties and overall cleanliness of the grounds. Jacob also is our office manager. He gets Tiffany to help with bills. He gets Tiffany and Michael both to help with invoicing and accounts receivable. He gets he himself and he gets Michael to also help him with CRM, and he also gets Michael to help with tech calls. But it's not just Michael who does those. Jacob also inserts himself there to make sure these get done, because we just don't have the number of people in staff that consistently do that other than he and Michael. Yes, Jonathan and Gio and Jay are there for Jacob to call upon to help fulfill these things, but these are the assistant managers that regularly do these things, and that's how I've got it listed. So I'm excited about the way it listed. I hope it makes sense to you. It makes complete sense to me. And then Jordan is the shrub manager, and as he doesn't have any assistants under him, he does all of them. Gio. Jacob and Michael obviously can help fill in when Gio's not able to do these things, but he's carrying the big load there. Jonathan's doing our the maintenance manager needs to be there for morning dispatch to get techs out the door. He does our repairs. He does our maintenance day, formulates the list and follows up to make sure they're done. And then Jake is our Pine Straw manager, because guess what? He trains our techs. He helps make sure at the beginning of each day, kind of like mix-ups for shrub and tree and turf. He makes sure that that it's recorded what they load for the day, that it's recorded how many bales were put out to make sure they were done right, and he dispatches the jobs. In other words, he's there to make sure notes are gone over to prepare for the day. He makes sure that if we have a question to follow up, he goes and does the follow-ups. He calibrates to make sure we put out the right amount. He does our estimates. He sends the estimates. He and I both work on, and since I'm so involved with the turf division, this is in the long future that I foresee, this is always going to be this way, is the turf manager is going to have to be there with him to make sure that from a scheduling standpoint we have manpower, because we depend on our turf division techs, perhaps our shrub division techs too, which right now we don't have any, and so that they have to both schedule jobs together. And then Jake does our ordering. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. If you'd like a printout for that, let me know, and I could certainly give some more information about any of those that y'all would like. I appreciate what y'all do so much. I'm so excited about this year, and I really hope that this helps you to see the bigger pictures.